It's really an honor to host our second annual Afrofuturism Fest.
Each day has a different theme. The first day was Libations and Liberation. And that day was really important because that's what this is all based on. We have to celebrate, and we do that through, a lot of times, libations.
But the purpose is to invoke the presence, to evoke the remembrance, the names of our ancestors. And by merely calling their name, we keep their presence, their essence alive. Ashe? Ashe. I pour this libation in remembrance of our great ancestors.
And so that is how we kicked off the very first few moments of the day. And then we went into a libations panel with some rock star, amazing women who were all very near and dear to me. And I brought them all together because I knew they have a story to tell. And they're inspiring, and they're in a world that is dominated by men. The libations industry is not an easy one, especially when it involves alcohol.
What makes me different? Because of the color of my skin? What makes me different is I'm a threat to you and these major corporations. Afrofuturism is we are creating our own tables in an industry that is not meant for us. Wasn't even considered for us. But here we are, making waves in this industry. And we're going to create these tables so that we can bring you with us.
When you look at it, it's like, you're not a valid winemaker, you don't own your own vineyard. But how can you when we've been, again, prevented from doing that? And then now you look at, there is a movement. There is a real movement going on. And from winemaker to distributor to the tech side, there's opportunity there. Digital wine labels. How do we make it so that you have a virtual wine experience where you can smell it, you're just sitting here in Charlotte, North Carolina, but it feels like you're in South Africa at one of their vineyards.
Technology is very, very important, and the better we embrace that without feeling afraid and working with people that could help us with those tools is going to be the growth of this industry.
What we wanted to do as Black Tech Interactive and Black Tech Charlotte was to create a space where we could begin to think about and imagine that future for ourselves that we define.
We created a protocol. It's called the biometric legal protocol. And what I knew, one of my gifts, we gonna keep leaning into the gifts and the ancestors. One of my gifts is I can see into the future. So what this protocol does, it calls upon the existing companies that provide these biometric services to include mitigative measures to decrease bias and discrimination in technology, so humanity in tech. And if they don't do it, they get fined. And if they continue to not do it, then they lose their contract. Just that simple.
And one day I woke up really early in the morning. I think it was around December 2017. I was like, I want to create something that would be that will motivate and encourage people long after I leave this earth. And then that same night, and was it you that mentioned God Hours? It was like during God Hours. It was like I was like, I wanted to create the Carolina Film Festival. And then that same year, I didn't procrastinate. I worked to it. I got incorporated, and then it really blew up. Like, it was a really big festival that first year, and it's been history since then.